he hit the ground running. Like, he hit the ground running. Hi guys, long time no see. I miss YouTube so much, and as you guys can see, this is a life update video. If you're new here, my name is Giovanna Payton, so it's great to meet you. Thanks for watching. Today is what today is?
What did I use?
Monday, March 11th. And I just wanted to do a life update. The last time you guys saw me was a moving vlog, if I'm not mistaken. I think, I don't know what's on my channel last, but life has been lifing. Life has been happening to you, girl. So I just wanted to do a quick update video and check in with you guys. Obviously, my goal is to get back on YouTube and start posting more again. And yeah, talk to my community. Like, thank you guys for subscribing. If you are already a part of the community, thank you so much for watching, and not leaving your girl, because I've been MIA. Your girl's been MIA. And so, life update. I've had a lot going on. I don't even know where to start, but I am currently in a place of, I feel like God has me in an isolated season right now, which hasn't been the easiest, but I feel like as time goes by, I'm navigating it very well, I would say. Super grateful for that. And I guess what I'm discovering about myself in this season is that, you know, I got thick skin. I got real thick skin compared to what I thought I had. I got thick skin. And obviously I cannot do this season without my support system, my mom, my therapist, my pastors, my stepdad, Mario, and all the people, like, obviously God, but like all the people that like check up on me, love on me, support me, pour into me when they feel led to, because if you know me, you know I'm not gonna reach out to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much if you're watching this video. I love you guys. I could not have gotten this far without your love and support. So I just want to say thank you to them. I obviously moved into a new place. I don't even think I did like a welcome to my new crib type of vibe. I didn't even do that because I just felt like, honestly, when I moved into this space, it was on my birthday. 1, 2, I was coming out of a really dark season, which is finally fizzling out a little bit for me. I was coming out of a very dark season of my life, and I just didn't feel like picking up a camera. Like, you hear a lot of influencers say that, and I think as viewers, people are very critical, like, man, like, this person went MIA, or, you know, they're inconsistent and stuff like that. But like, during my whole break of not posting, like, I have so much grace and love towards creators and influencers that don't feel like picking up a camera, don't feel like talking about their life, or, you know, not being authentic basically to their audience. And so I have gained a different level of respect for them during this season of my life. And I would have conversations with my mom, like, Mom, like, I feel so stuck. Like, I feel like, is creating content even what I like to do anymore? And, you know, like, obviously we're supposed to give each other, or give ourselves, grace and figure that stuff out, you know, and not feel like we have to know the answers tomorrow. And so I'm just super grateful that I've given myself the space to get encouraged and inspired again, like, because it really was hard for me to get here. And I'm like getting emotional talking about it, because I think when you're going through a tough season, like, picking yourself back up is so difficult. Like, it's so difficult. And like I said, thankfully I've had people in my corner, in my circle, to uplift me and encourage me, and like really just push me to just keep going. Sorry, y'all. I'm just super grateful and just talking it out right now. Like I haven't sat down and did a video other than TikTok in a very long time. So just talking it out outside of therapy is like really just emotionally, I guess, empowering for me right now, because like I would pray like, God, like I thought I loved creating content. I thought I really connected with this stuff. And so like I have so many vlogs on my phone, you guys, and my camera right now that I have yet to edit and post, but I at least thought it would be great for me to sit down and do a life update with you guys, because I haven't been on YouTube in a very long time, and honestly I miss the world. I miss you guys. But yeah, other than that, I've moved into my place, and it took me a while to actually decorate it because I was just super depressed. I don't really like to say it like that, but I was super depressed and in a dark space, where I didn't feel like being creative. I didn't really care to pour into my new space, which is very unfortunate because this was a very huge blessing from God for me, to be in this place. And it just took me a while to, I guess, get connected to it and like want to decorate and be inspired and look forward to it. Other than that, I am doing, obviously I'm still healing in a lot of areas, and I'm super proud of my growth, you guys. Like I think that is the most empowering thing for me, like to date, like choosing therapy, choosing myself, valuing myself, knowing my worth, putting in the freaking work, even though it's not easy, putting in the work to become a better person for me. And like that is my biggest accomplishment this year, or for my life, honestly, since obviously committing to God and giving my life to Him. That is my biggest accomplishment in life, is like really just pouring into me and like wanting to see me win, wanting to reach my full potential, wanting to become the best version of myself. Like that is ultimately the best thing I've ever decided on doing. And I'm just super grateful for where I am right now, because 4 years ago, you couldn't tell me that I would be here. 4 years ago, I was still with my mom. I was in a relationship, obviously in the height of COVID and stuff like that. I had a lot of questions. Like I was still developing in my faith, and I was confused, didn't know what my purpose was. And speaking of purpose, I feel like last month was February. In January, my purpose was finally confirmed. And if you guys have been watching me, you would know how like frustrating it was to me, that I didn't know my purpose, or was very unsure, or didn't have like very much clear vision and clarity on that. And so I feel like God definitely finally confirmed my purpose in January, and I want to do a separate video on that. But just to talk about it briefly, I think for me to receive that direction and confirmation, I had to be completely isolated. Like I told y'all, I'm in an isolation season. I had to be completely isolated. I had to be completely sober, and I had to be in a place of surrender, which I've struggled very much so with. If you know, you know. But I've struggled a lot with surrendering completely to God. Like I'm a person that wants to be in control. I got all the answers, when in fact I don't. But anyway, I felt like God had to take everything away, strip me away from things, people, and really work on me and help me get to a place of surrender. Like all of December, I had just been praying like, God, help me get to a place where it's easy to trust you. Help me get to a place where basically I have no other choice but to trust you. Help me get to a place where you're fully in control and I'm at peace with that, you know? And so I started to have those conversations with him, and boy, he hit the ground running. Like he hit the ground running in January, February, and still in March in that area of my life. But yeah, I figured out my purpose. Well, God confirmed it. And I would say, like, me personally, I've always known that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I even have my own business now, but well, I haven't really been active with it, but it was like a virtual assistant slash executive coaching business, or business coaching business. And I didn't take it seriously because I'm like, I got a stable job. Like, that's a lot of work, and I'd rather use my money on other stuff rather than push my business forward in marketing and stuff like that, whatever. So I've always had a drive to be an entrepreneur, but I just didn't, like, I knew I didn't want to have a business that wasn't in alignment with God's will for my life. And that's another thing we'll talk about in this video. I knew that, honestly, I wanted a business that, one, I could have God as a foundation, which requires him to be a part of that entire plan and build out, right? And I wanted him to be a part of something that's going to bring me success and something that's going to be my bread and butter. Because eventually, like, obviously with entrepreneurship, you have to go full head on and not have several different things happening at once in order for that foundation to be firm and in a place where it's going to prosper, right? So I prayed a lot about that, and so now I've been in my shell studying to get my license. The core of it is financial freedom, but also meeting God's principles with money and freedom and what that looks like. And so that's been my baby lately, other than my healing journey and getting closer to God. And then I know I mentioned briefly about being in alignment with Christ and his will for your life. One of the things that I've recently learned is being outside of God's will is a price you don't want to pay. Like, it is not a price it's a price that you don't want to pay at all. And I can tell y'all, like, I don't really want to go into that because it was just one of the darkest times of my life. But let's just say that when you are not in alignment with God's will for your life, you really feel the consequences of that. Like, not just spiritually, but financially, mentally, maybe even relationally. Like, you literally feel the consequences of basically being on track, and then you, like, get off track and you're like, well, dang, like, where did God go? Or, like, where did vision go? Where did provision go? Where did my blessings and miracles and God's favor and grace over my life, where'd it go? And until you get back on track and you're like, oh, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be going, not over here. And so that's one of the hard lessons that I had to learn last year. And it took me some time to forgive myself for that and move on. And it's like, God already forgave me. But I think, I don't know, it's kind of disappointing when you're, like, so locked in with God and you're like, how did I even get here? Like, what? I wanted to be in control that bad that I'm in this crappy situation. Like, so that's that. If I was in a new place, I am doing a new thing career-wise. Obviously, I'm still at my executive assistant job in influencing marketing. So this is, like, on the side. And then what else? I'm growing, y'all. Like, I'm growing, I'm blossoming, I'm maturing, and God is so good and faithful. Like, seriously. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is I am in a place where I am 27 years old. I'll be 28 this year. And it's just getting old. Bitch is getting old. Like, I'm getting old, y'all. But no, nonetheless, I have, like, realized that I was on TikTok, and this voiceover on this girl's video is basically like, I feel like I'm going through puberty again. Like, and I wouldn't describe it as that, but I feel as though I am just in a place where I'm like, okay, I'm not newly single. I've been single for 4 years now. And I just feel like I need to learn myself again. And so I was talking to my mom about it, and she was just like, once you've, like, healed and grown in specific areas, you are kind of starting over in a sense. Like, you're not the same person you were excuse me, and you aren't doing the same things that you were doing, or you don't really resonate with the things that you used to think was cool or your vibe, you know? And so I think I'm dating myself again. I'm figuring out what Joanna likes. Like, it's giving midlife crisis, but I'm not 40. Like, it's like a before 30 type of crisis, and I don't know if the girlies can relate. They're in their late 20s. But that's where I'm at right now. So I'm just trying to figure out what hobbies I like, things I like to do, what I'm interested in, what fills my cup, what doesn't. And so I'm super, super blessed. Like, honestly, like, now that I'm speaking it out loud, like, I'm grateful to have this season by myself, because I think although I would love to have my person in my life right now, I think it's so essential to grow and really rediscover myself by myself. Like, obviously with God, but like without a partner, without me neglecting myself because I want to be close to him or pour that time into a relationship. Like, I'm honestly grateful. Y'all, God is so good, because I actually prayed about this. Like, God, help me really appreciate my singleness. Like, because I felt like at a point where I was satisfied, not satisfied, but I was just like, okay, like, I'm just gonna heal, I'm gonna work on myself. And it kind of just became more tangible and performative rather than like me really sitting in it, and just me talking it out loud. Like, I'm super grateful that I'm gonna have this time right now to just pour into me and focus on myself and really just discover Giovanna again. Like, I might be in a little crisis, but baby, the glow is just, yeah, I'm just blessed. I'm grateful. Like, your girl's humble as hell right now. Like, when I say God takes you through the valley before he takes you to the mountaintop, and I'm in the valley right now. So when y'all see me again, no, not again, but like when y'all see me on my mountaintop, just know I cried a lot of nights, prayed a lot, talked a lot of crap, wrote a lot of journaling and talking a lot with my therapist and my mom and God, obviously. But just know, when I'm on my mountaintop, y'all, just know I deserve to be on that mountaintop, because, man, this season in my life right now has been super humbling. It's been blessed as well. Like, even in the midst of like things not going my way 100%, I'm beyond grateful. Like, life could be so much worse. And not to negate how, like, what I'm going through, right? Because you don't want to do that. But I think overall, like, I'm just super grateful for God's grace over my life. Like, man, I'm cool. I'm cool in the valley for right now. But when like I told y'all, when I get to the mountaintop, just clap for me. Just clap that I kept pressing through this season and I kept faith, because faith right now is all that's keeping me. Seriously. But yeah, that's a life update for you guys. I'm super happy to be back to you on YouTube. And yeah, I think everybody should really just prioritize themselves no matter what season you're in. I think when you pour into yourself, you're able to have the capacity to pour into other people. And so I'm just in a place where I'm just very much appreciating that. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. If you are new here, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you feel like my video resonated with somebody that you know, send it to them, okay? And yeah, love you guys, and can't wait to see you guys in the next video.
I guess they just don't know how much you mean to me.